Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Stan Reacts. Today we're going to watch and listen to Walk on Water by Eminem featuring Beyonce. It's one of my favorite tracks that he has. It's off the Revival album. Let's check it out. Beyonce starting off the song. She's got a beautiful voice.
But only when it freezes.
Why are expectations so high? Is it the bar I set, my arms I stretch, but I can't reach? A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but as soon as I grab, squeeze.
Nice. When he says buttus, but it sounds like he says buttocks, and then he says squeeze. All right.
I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high.
Flying trapeze. He said I reach my arms out and then I lose my grip like I'm on a flying trapeze. Fall into the dark, I plummet.
Like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high. Butterflies rip apart my stomach. Knowing that no matter
He uses really good imagery.
what bars I come with, you're gonna harp griping. That's a hard fight getting to swallow. So I scrap these. As pressure increases like khakis, I feel the ice cracking.
That's a line I've never understood. If you understand what he means by that, comment it down below. The khakis line. I don't get that.
Because
I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus.
I think we need more Beyonce with Eminem.
I walk on water, but only when it
That just gets you
freezes.
deep down in your soul.
it's the curse of the standard that the first of the Mathers disc set. Always in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet. Well, this step,
No kidding. After the career he's had, he can't figure out how not to say his own rhymes again.
just be another misstep to tarnish whatever the legacy, love, or respect I've garnered. The rhyme has to be perfect, the delivery flawless. And it always feels like I'm hitting the mark till I go sit in the car, listen and pick it apart. Like this shit is garbage. God's given me all this, still I feel no different regardless. Kids.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, he's been truly blessed, and to still feel like he hasn't achieved what he wants to achieve, that's pretty tough.
Look to me as a god, this is retarded. If only they knew it's a facade and it's exhaustive. And I try.
Yeah, don't look up to people in a way, in an unrealistic way if you can help it. You know, he's like, kids look to me as a god, this is stupid, you know, or whatever. But yeah, he's just a person, just like me or you, just a dude, trying to make his way in the world. And he found rap and he became very successful from doing it. So just do what you love, and if you can, and hopefully it'll become something either profitable or help sustain you in some other way. Other way, you know, whether it's not just money, right? We all have things that we need to fulfill us in different ways. You know, it could be, you know, just emotional feeling of accomplishment.
Not to listen to nonsense, but if you bitches are trying to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished. I'm not God sent. Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James, Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince. So
There's another, almost another top 5 right there, huh? With Eminem, it changes every once in a while, but for the most part, he names, you know, the normals, I guess you would call them.
But I ain't no Jesus. I walk on water, but only when it freezes. 'Cause I'm only human, just like you, making my mistakes. So if you only.
If you're watching the video, there's like a dozen Eminems typing on a typewriter, random songs, it looks like, or random paragraphs or whatever. But yeah, That's interesting, and it seems like most of the time they're just ripping it and throwing it on the floor because it's not good enough, and that's kind of what he's getting at.
No, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do. 'Cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh.
It's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess. At times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest. A flawed human, I guess, but I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet him. But first, the speed 'em verse. Now Big Sean, he's going too fast. Is he gonna shout or curse out his mom? There was a time I had the world by the balls eating out my palm. Every album song I was spazzing the fuck out on, and now I'm getting clowned and frowned on. But the only one who's looking down on me that matters now's Deshaun.
Rest in peace, Proof. His best friend passed away. I definitely know what that's like. Yeah, that's tough. He's like the only one looking down on me now is Deshaun, which is Proof, the rapper. And yeah, that's that's tough.
Am I lucky to be around this long? Begs the question though, especially after the methadone is yesterday fades and the Dresden home is burnt to the ground and all that's left of my house is lawn. The crowds are gone and it's time to wash out the blonde. Sales decline, the curtains drawn, they're closing the set. I'm still poking my head from out behind. And everyone who has doubt, remind. Now take your best rhyme.
It's crazy that he feels this way. You know, it seems like he gets majority of love versus hate. But you know, he seems like an artist that's pretty critical on himself, and most artists are pretty critical on their own work. I mean, I'm making this video right now and I'm gonna tear it apart. I mean, it's the same thing. If you're an artist, you know. Yeah, that's tough.
Outdo it, now do it 1,000 times. Now let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives a fuck about your rhymes.
Dang. He could. This seems like a lot of his freestyles. Like he almost could not even have a beat on it going on in the background.
And as I grow out of sight, out of mind, I might go out of mind. Cause how do I ever let this mic go without a fight when I made a fucking tightrope out of twine? But when I do fall from these heights, though I'll be fine. I won't powder cry or spiral down a whine, but I'll decide if it's my final bow this time around, cause
yeah, that's right. You know, this could be his, you know, if this would have been like his last song ever, that would have been crazy. But you know, him saying like, hey, I'll tell you when I'm done. And clearly he's not. He made reference in one song he's going to be rapping till he's 80. You know, he's got the longevity and the accolades to be the greatest of all time. The GOAT. The GOAT, absolutely.
Walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus.
Sees himself underneath the ice.
But only when it freezes.
Some sort of statue. I've seen this video before. I don't really remember too much about the statue, but I guess I can speculate that maybe he's talking about, maybe it's supposed to represent like how people see him or his ego or something like that, larger than life, because you can see him standing in front of it and it's clearly way bigger than he is, and it's just like what's underneath the curtain or yeah, whatever's draped over the statue. I wonder if he'll pull it off.
Like you, I've been making my mistakes, so if you,
because it looks like a person, you know, or a statue of a person.
only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do, 'cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh, if I walked on water, I would drown.
That's beautiful.
Cause I'm just a man, but as long as I got a mic, I'm godlike. So me and you are not alike, bitch. I wrote Stan.
Nice, man. That is, you know, at the end, he's like, you know, Eminem is so funny because he's like, I'm gonna be super humble, but also just remember, I am the best. Yeah, and he wrote Stan. Hey, thanks for coining the phrase Stan. In case you didn't know, Eminem wrote the song Stan, coined the phrase Stan, which stands for, uh, what is it? It's I used to think it was super fan and or yeah, super fan, but I guess it's like a mix between stalker and fan. But it's in the dictionary, and a lot of people know about it, but they just think it's a term to talk about crazy fans. But they don't. A lot of people don't know it came from Eminem. Eminem literally coined that verse. So if you don't believe me, look it up. But anyway, this is "Walk on Water" by Eminem featuring Beyonce. Got to break down a little bit of the video, a little bit of the song. Not super bar heavy, but you know, super lyrical at the end of the day, and full of imagery. And Eminem's a great poet. He's a great writer. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends. If you enjoy watching Eminem breakdowns, reactions, and other stuff, other music being reacted to, I'm going to be doing that as well. Thanks for checking it out. Have a good day.